Hi, I'm Mayor David Black, and welcome to City Happenings. There was an elementary school D.A.R.E graduation. We'll take you to that. And continuing with our look at new principals in the school district, this week we go to Hickory Hill Elementary. Our senior center never rests. One of their projects is publishing a cookbook. The new one is still available, and we'll tell you about it. Here's City Happenings for the week of January 9th.
Thanks, Mayor Black. As our D.A.R.E program with local elementary schools continues, D.A.R.E graduations are part of it.
One of the things as I think about D.A.R.E, I think the biggest asset that you can, and you see it every time that our D.A.R.E officer is in the building, is the relationships that it builds between the law enforcement and kids, and even within teachers, within staff. And I think it makes our community what it is, which is a close-knit community. And it also helps the kids remember that the D.A.R.E officers are approachable, they're there to help you. And that's, Tony Foster is amazing. He's our D.A.R.E officer, and you can see it at lunch. He eats lunch with the kids and then goes out to recess with them. And the kids they all want to sit by him, they all want to play with him at recess. They are so excited to have him on the days that D.A.R.E, it feels exciting in the building because they know that D.A.R.E is going to be here and that Officer Foster is going to be here. And so I see it as the huge strength of the relationships it builds.
Officer Foster shows dedication and passion for his role as D.A.R.E officer.
You make the point wonderful. I mean, I think the relationships, the knowledge, and this is that, to see them get that excited over a person and over a curriculum and over that learning at this age, at the 6th grade level, and about the D.A.R.E, is it Darren? The D.A.R.E stuffed animal, and who gets to have the stuffed animal, and they carry it around so proudly at lunch. And I mean, all of those things that you would say may not even be necessarily typical 6th grade behavior, but it's because of the D.A.R.E program, because of Officer Foster. And the biggest thing I would say is the relationship that law enforcement has with the schools. We're extremely fortunate to have that in Papillion-La Vista. Like you said, other districts, other areas don't have that, and we definitely realize how fortunate we are.
In our final look at new elementary principals in Papillion, we go to Hickory Hill.
In my mind, when I started that process, when I started looking for that next step, there was just a few districts to me that, were places that I wanted to be, and Papillion was one of those places. For the reason of, I just see the direction that things are going from an instructional standpoint with the school system. I think we're on the cusp of some really great things academically, taking some great leaps, with achievement and student achievement, and I'm really excited about, the math, some different pieces that we have in place. And the leadership team, in my mind, is it's a phenomenal team. I mean, they're very focused on student learning, but at the same time, it's a very family-oriented group, and they like to have, some fun too. I think anytime you make a change, there's a learning curve that's got to take place. There's some growth that you've got to go through, and there's things that you always think you're prepared for, but you're never really prepared for. And I always say, I don't really know what I don't know yet. So, as I'm going through those processes, there's always little things that come up, but at the same time, it's just been a great. It's been a great experience. From a challenge standpoint, you just don't know what you don't know. And I've had some of those moments, I think you just go through that and you learn through the process, but you lean on those people around you, and it's a great support system. But from that standpoint, there's been tons of positives that have happened, that have occurred as well. Every morning outside, opening car doors, meeting parents, getting to see kids, learning their names. I probably know, I know more probably than I don't know right now. So that's, that was a goal of mine at the beginning. And just getting into the classrooms and seeing the great things that the teachers are doing on a daily basis. Just promoting student social development and academic development. I mean, it's just a great group. So, going through that has been a lot of fun.
Our Senior Center has published another cookbook, and our seniors would like you to add it to your collection.
The first time that we did this was in 2003, and we used the same cover and worked with Morris Cookbook Company out of Kearney, and they had our cover on their file for 2000. This is 2012 book, and so we kind of use the same format, and we're really pleased with it. We have them here at the center and at the rec center, and we're working on putting them in the library. And we're open here Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, so anytime they can just stop up and pick one up. They don't have to have an appointment or anything, just come. We had an ethnic festival here one time, not too long ago, and we have 21 different nationalities in our center. And out of those, I think we have 14 that are in our cookbook, and they're indicated with the recipe that it is an international ethnic recipe. And we have from the Japanese and Philippines, Czechoslovakian, German, Norwegian, we've got them all. And that really adds to the recipe, because under the recipe we have a little note that tells about that, where that recipe came from. They're $12, and that includes the tax.
I want to recognize everybody involved in making our recent Christmas and holiday events successful and fun. Without the workers and volunteers, none of this would be possible. But without all of you who participated, these events wouldn't have been as much fun and worthwhile. A big thank you to all of you. For more about Papillion, go to www.papillion.org or just call the Mayor's Hotline at 402-827-1111. Thanks for watching.